Welcome back to the Fred Jackson Show. Okay, everybody watched the game saw it. Sammy Watkins thought he was home free. About 10 yards away from the end zone, he starts celebrating of sorts. There it is, pointing right at me. And he says, Bob, this is for you. And, of course, he misread the Jumbotron, thought the guy was about 6 yards behind. So we all know what happened. So what did you say to him afterwards?
That there's always somebody coming. And, you know, he just proved that for everybody. And we talked to him, and he said that when he looked at the Jumbotron, the guy looked like he was about 6 yards behind him. And my running back coach, Tyrone Wheatley, said it best. You know, object and rearview mirror are closer than they appear. So it's a hard lesson to learn, especially when you're that close. But, you know, hopefully he learns from it. We all make mistakes as rookies. I'm hoping that's his last one.
So did the vets have anything special for him today?
Well, I think the NFL is going to be, you know, all over him tough enough.
Really?
Yeah. I think he'll make Come On Man be #1. I think he'll be on not top 10 for about 3 months. So I think he'll catch enough grief for it.
You never did anything like that.
No, you know, but I was a bit different. I was 25 as a rookie, so so I was 25 and old enough. He's 20, I think, and you know, I think you learn a lot more in 5 years. So hopefully he won't make any more mistakes like that, though.
Plus, you were probably never that far ahead of anybody going to the end zone.
That's true. You know, if I was,
you know,
I
folks,
scored.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that. Okay, cool. It's Halloween week. Let's look at the photos of the Jackson family at the Bills' Halloween party. So it's the Wizard of Oz theme. Yeah. And Fred, tell us who we're looking at here.
Well,
that's you.
There you go. I'll make a mean Tin Man, don't I? Yeah. That's my mother-in-law and my wife always make these costumes. You know, that's my mother-in-law. That's the Wicked Witch, and man, she played that part well. I love her to death. So, my wife is a scarecrow, obviously, and we got the best-looking Dorothy you'll ever see in Jaden. She played that. Then we got, there she is again. My oldest daughter was Glinda, the Good Witch. And then Braden was a lion, and he didn't want to be a lion because he said he was full of courage. And Mason, the youngest, was Toto, but she actually got mistaken for the evil monkeys, the flying monkeys. But Toto was an ugly dog if you ever watched the movie. So
he was a Cairn Terrier. I like Toto. I'm sorry.
But did you see how ugly he was?
Yeah, well, you know. Yeah. But you got the cutest beautiful kids. But you guys go all out. I mean, your mother-in-law makes those costumes?
She made all the adult costumes she made. The kids we were able to find, add a little something to them. But it's a competition with those guys, and they try and win it every year, and we're able to win this year. So hats off to those guys for the costumes.
Now, do they get dressed up like that again on Friday for trick or treats or no?
We can, but it kind of depends on the costume. I won't be putting on my Tin Man costume anymore. So.
How ironic, because you got so much heart, and you're the Tin Man who didn't have a heart. But you must have played the Tin Man at the end of the movie, right?
Yeah, I actually heard that from some of my teammates too.
All right, it's time for Brad Gelber. It's time to see what we've got out there Twitter. So, Brad, your turn.
Yep. The first one is for Fred, obviously. It's from Mark, and he wants to know, what was the ultimate decision behind you going with the team to New York City? Was it partly for your leadership?
That was pretty much it. You know, it was to go out there and, you know, be a vocal guy on the sideline and let them know what I'm seeing, and just kind of let those guys know that I was there to support them and, you know, be the captain that I needed to be.
All right, yep, the next one is from Clarissa, and she wants to know, how much did you talk with Bryce, Boobie, and Frank Summers throughout the game, and was Frank fired up for his first touchdown?
I mean, I talked to those guys every time they came to the bench. I was letting them know what it was that I was seeing from my point of view and, you know, giving them my input. And, you know, Frank is Frank. He was definitely fired up for his touchdown. And we did find him, though, in our room. We told him that if he spikes the ball, it has to leave the screen. And I think his went up 2 feet. So we told him for all those muscles he has to be able to get a better spike out of that.
All right, the next one is from Adam, and I can guess this is probably you don't mind because of your injury, but he wants to know, do teams mind having a bye week in the middle of a win streak, or does it not really matter one way or another?
You know, the one thing you don't want when it comes to bye is an early one. or a late one. You kind of like to have them around that 8, 9, 10 week season. So even if you're winning, your body needs to recover. So you want it about that 8th, 9th, 10th week of the season, so that you can recover and help push through and try and get to the playoffs.
Okay, one more, Brad.
Okay, this one is from Celeste, and she wants to know, Fred, how do you compensate for your absence on the field when you can't play due to injury?
Still maintaining the same routine. Just go out there and, even go to practice, watch those guys at practice, do my rehab, and when I'm not doing my rehab, I go in and watch film with those guys, and you have to maintain the same routine, or, as a guy who's a competitor, you'll, go crazy, I guess.
Okay, Brad, thank you very much. When we come back, DJ Dave Jixter from 97 Rock will be taking questions from our audience. We'll be back right after this.